Girls, what isn't nearly as hot/attractive as many guys think. Too much cologne. 2 sprays max. No more. Seriously. People should only be able to smell it when they're up close to you, not the second you enter a room. Edit. I say 1 or 2 because some are stronger or last longer than others, especially when comparing eau de toilette, the standard, to eau de parfum, more concentrated. I currently use YSL Home, but it tends to not last as long as most other colognes, so with that I go with 2 sprays. I usually either do 1 to 2 sprays on my neck or 1 on my neck and 1 on my wrist and then dab that on the other wrist. Other viable places are the chest or behind/below the ears, I think. You generally want it on places where there's more body heat. You want it on your skin, not your clothes, since fragrances react with your body heat in natural oils. I also think spraying in the air and walking into it is a bad idea. You're probably wasting a little bit of fragrance. I'm no expert, but I also suspect it's better to have a small area that is concentrated rather than a wide and thin spread. I see helicopter is safe. Thank God. That's the second thing I would do if I suddenly had a. The first is pee standing up. I've had a fascination with this since I was a little girl. Seeing my brother and his friends simply walking 3 steps away, turning around and peeing seemed so much more desirable than having to run inside and hope no one was in the bathroom, and then after waiting for my turn I find out that someone used the last of the toilet paper and didn't replace it, so I have to yell for mom to bring me more. Then after what seemed like forever I finally get back outside and everyone has gone to play somewhere else and I'm left to play by myself. My God, I'm so lonely. Still. When I got into my mid and late 30s, I found myself absolutely crushing it with women aged 20 to 26. Like, crushing it, which is counterintuitive, since, I was a dude pushing middle age. Turns out acting like a dumb kid is pretty unattractive to women, which is why they were such a puzzle when I was in my 20s and, in fact, acted like a dumb kid, whereas carrying yourself like a self-confident man who offers something to the world and treats people well, a lot of the ladies find that attractive. Attractive enough to overlook massive dadbod. Being critical of women for things they have little to no control over, size, height, etc., or flipping back and forth between, take a girl swimming on the first date, and calling girls ugly because they're not wearing makeup. Unfortunately there are quite a few women on this post complaining about guys' height and such too, and I'm like, how are they supposed to change this? Shouldn't this be a discussion about demeanor, attitude, habits, and so on? Things that people can recognize and change if they feel the need. Being an This guy in my junior year in high school would make me the of every joke and me throughout the school year. He'd make fun of my friends, my clothes, my hobbies. I found out later that he had a huge crush on me. Like what? What was he trying to accomplish? The bad boy look. Same thing happened to me. This guy I had gone to school with from kindergarten till 12th grade bullied me relentlessly. To this day, no one has ever been more mean to me than this guy. He Facebook messaged me years after we had left high school and apologized, as well as told me he was in love with me. I did not respond to him. I realize now that he was just very immature trying to deal with heavy feelings, but come on man. He seriously ruined my middle school years. My self-esteem didn't recover until my late 20s. Boys have to realize that relentlessly bullying someone is no way to show that you have romantic feelings for them. It's pretty pathetic. That's how boys that have not finished maturing deal with their crushes. I personally used to do this and it actually made a whole group of girls hate me. I really regret it. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, he really brought down my self-esteem. I was dealing with a lot of issues and he made that class hard for me. Sad face. I was completely mind blown when I found out he liked me because I honestly thought he hated me as a person. I hope he's doing well though. Jesus, it's kind of tragic. He liked you but expressed himself in the worst way and made you feel bad about yourself. Who knows what good might have happened if he treated you the way that someone who likes you would actually treated you. Seeming like a decent person, but then pulling the "I'm a nice guy" card when I tell them I'm not interested in dating them. If I'm looking to date someone, then being a nice person should be a given, not to be used as some distinguishing trait. Well, what if I'm extra nice? What if I volunteer at puppy shelters, donate to charities, give thoughtful gifts, forgive slights and listen to everyone in their hour of need. Is that not a distinguished trait? Is that average? You are asking too much of humanity. They aren't like that. Just accept that I am a god to you mortal pests. A god. A golden god. He hasn't even begun to peak. Excessive bragging about achievements and overall fragility over masculinity. If you're gonna talk about how you're diamond in Overwatch or League, sure, just mention a few times, but don't make our whole conversation about how to improve in the game or how much great you are at it. Also, please let me buy you. I get it, be nice to your girls and all, but let me be nice to you too. Dated a guy who didn't want me to pay for anything and it annoyed the hell out of me. I bought him a jacket, and he got upset because he thought I shouldn't pay for anything. It made him feel inadequate. Wah? Edit, seeing how the comments about me buying you guys things is kinda making laugh. Haha, how the tables have now turned. Carrot 7 carrot. No, your 12-inch Magnum isn't going to win me over, Sean. You're just showing off your overwhelming inferiority complex. Neither is your thing for Asian chicks. Shudders. Just talk to the girl like your best guy friend. Treating humans like people works. TLDR, don't brag about your size and your racial fetishes. Edit, came back to 186 messages in my inbox. There goes my Sunday. Don't take the post too literally, people. Edit 2, the first guy who made the Magnum dong joke was funny. If you're gonna copy him, please don't. Try to be original. Of course, he did it wrong. He should have simply dropped his monster that he uses for his Magnum dong. I'm from a very rural state, so I have to say it, lifted trucks/jeeps. Edit, some clarification, it is totally acceptable if you are actually lifting your truck for work and your jeep for more off-roading clearance. If you just do it to try to show off that you have all of that money to blow and only drive around your towns and suburban communities, you are a douche. If you're my co-worker who sups up his jeep and does nothing with it, or the guy I know with the lifted Chevy Suburban, you are an example of a supreme douche. Also, located in central Indiana. Being competitive. If you find a lady nerd out in the wild and you find a title/game you both enjoy, do not start competing or questioning her knowledge authenticity on it, at least until you know for sure that she is also a competitive person. She will see it as gatekeeping and will nope the out of there. Talk about things you both enjoy about it, what kind of games you would like to see. Find the common ground until you know more, don't scoff at her opinions even if you disagree. I disagree, though I can see why you would feel that way. You don't have to agree with her, just respect her opinion that she knows the subject as you do. Edit, that might make more sense. Yeah, before I started dating my boyfriend I only played video games a little bit. He's a huge nerd and so I started getting into playing more with him. However, he got so frustrated that I wasn't that good, especially during multiplayer games, and he would yell at me while we played. It totally killed my burgeoning gamerhood, lol. Guys browsing this thread, your mileage will vary. Women don't all hold one unified opinion any more than men all do. Some of us like big old muscled dudes, some of us like chubsters. Some of us like a shiny bald head and smooth face, others like scruffy beards. Some of us like confident alpha dogs, others like shy, kind-hearted saps. Some have no interest in your video games and custom-built rigs. Some of us want to talk all night about Super Metroid speedrun strats and the newest GPUs. Keep looking till you find someone who appreciates you for who you are. Tell me more about these chubster fanatics. I've got a big soft spot for chubby guys, better if they are chubby and nerdy, like I just wanna cuddle you so hard. Not quite the answer you're looking for, but I can tell you what was a huge turnoff when I saw it. So one day I'm at the gym and I see a guy that was kind of cute. I mean, he wasn't hugely muscular but he had a nice build, cute face. He wasn't being douchey by trying to lift too much weight. So, I was covertly admiring him when he got off the machine and walked away. And he didn't come back. Meaning he left the machine covered in his sweat. I literally went from he's cute to, ew gross, not attracted, with seconds. It made me wonder how many little actions we all do that turn off, or on, other people that we are never even aware of.